afternoon. Wayne, the rogue adventurer, sitting out on the front lawn, having a chat with everyone. So if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. If you're on live, thanks for joining. Colin, good to see you there. Tonight, I wanted to have a quick chat before I head off to a yoga session. Basically, just to touch base and tell you a little bit more about some things that went on with myself. A little bit after I'd gotten back from Afghanistan in 2009. Basically, Georgie, how are you? This one runs more about, I guess, intentions, reflections, and I guess you could say it even runs a little bit on goal setting. So the whole mental health problem, issue, thing, development, it's one of those things where I guess once you go down, into that dark hole, it's often a really difficult, hard struggle or climb to get back out. There's that feeling of anger. That's, hey Julie, how you doing? Joey, that feeling of anger. Dean, how are you, mate? The withdrawal, not knowing, I guess, how to communicate what it is you're thinking or you're feeling, really. And basically, all of these things just help to contribute to the feeling of isolation, to deepen the anger, and then that cycle continues. Back when I came back from deployment in 2009, my partner and we were building a house while I was away. And basically, I returned from the deployment and she went away on course shortly after. Now, I stayed in town and basically I was continuing with the counselling and, follow up doctor reviews and that sort of thing, and was trying to work out what was going on within my head. Wasn't really sure where I was at or even what was going on. And I often actually found myself sitting out in our partially constructed house up on the hill there, in the middle of the night. I'd take a few beers with me, and I'd just be watching out over the Bowley Plains at the lights of houses of the Burley refinery, and I really didn't know what the hell I was going to do. I didn't know what was happening. The problem, I guess, with that, while it was a great view, was that I'd actually ride my motorbike up to the house. Drink driving is never a good thing, so it's an extremely self-destructive act. It's dangerous, it's stupid, and it's not something that anyone should do. It's not recommended, and it certainly isn't sustainable. But for me, sitting on top of that hill in that construction site that was meant to be the house that we were going to live in forever. Hey Rat, how you doing, mate? It was hard. It was a hard thing to do, just sitting amongst the framework of that house for hours, just watching out. And something I've realised is that particular setting was soothing to me for a reason. And one of those is basically because while I was deployed out in the Chora Valley, I'd often get alone time by sitting up on some water tanks within the complex. Basically, one of my jobs was ensuring that these water tanks were filled up every day from one of the wells, or from the well that was in the compound. And it was a really great place to find some solitude, from some quiet and some relaxation away from all the madness that was the patrol base. And it's an image that is forever, I guess, in my mind. Watching out over that valley, looking across the lush green, river-fed green zone, that thin strip of land that was sort of bordered both sides by the barren desert that is Afghanistan. It's pretty harsh and inhospitable terrain, but there's that small slither of I guess hope that supports life. For me, sitting on that water tank every day was a form of therapy or a meditation. and listening to the water as it filled the tank was relaxing. And I'd reflect on the day's activities, on the difficulties, the achievements from the day before, and what was coming up ahead. So it gave me a chance or an opportunity to be able to actually set the intentions for the day, and even, you know, set whatever goals coming up that was going on. And sitting there with a mug in hand, enjoying a quiet brew as the sun rose, it was really amazing. It was peace in a tumultuous place. You know, in a world where things could just happen. Hey Tim, how you going, mate? So in my last video, I spoke a bit about writing gratitudes out as part of your morning routine, and practicing, you know, random acts of kindness throughout the day. And it's these small actions that help contribute to changing your mindset, but also help to have you focus on positive, and showing kindness to yourself, but also kindness to other people. And most importantly, it allows you time to be able to reflect. Hey Jack, how are you, buddy? And that's that reflection that really does help us to look inside and see where we've gone, where we've come from, and what's happening. It definitely was a beautiful place at time, Dino. So I guess the meaning of this video, as the light dies, basically is, look, let's stop the cycle of hurt. Let's start a conversation. Let's reach out to people, and an easy way to do that is to basically share this video. Hey Maddie, Mel, how are you? Is share this video with people and just let them know that it's okay to talk, that you are allowed to talk to people about your problems, and there's always someone that will listen. So I guess, you know, you're all proof of that. I'm talking and you're listening, and I'm sharing some of the things that I've gone through. So share with people this to give them proof that it's okay for them to share their stories. It's important that people do know that it's okay and that people will listen. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Time to go to yoga. Keep going places, guys, and keep running races. And we'll love to see you all and catch up sometime for a brew. And we can sit on a water tank and look out over the views of the beautiful valleys. Take care, guys. Thanks.